Here's what's included on the F-150 Tremor. Hey guys, it's Matt with Susquehanna Automotive. Today behind me, I have a 2022 Ford F-150 Tremor in the gorgeous white color. Now the nice thing that I've had a chance to do is walk around this, had a chance to drive it down here and really get a look of everything that is included in this package. Now the Tremor was released just a little bit ago and I haven't had a chance to check it out in the F-150. If you remember back on the channel, we checked one out in the Ranger trim, but we have not had a chance to see it in the full-size F-150. And I think after this, maybe we'll try and get a hold of an F-250, which you can also option this. In today's video, we're gonna talk about what's included standard on the F-150 Tremor, talk about why it might be a cool truck for you, and just dive right into it. Perhaps the biggest thing that you're gonna notice on the F-150 Tremor is the exterior appearance. Now what's nice on this truck is that they really cleaned it up and classed it up for an off-road pickup. Now the first thing on the front, you are gonna notice those color-matched front and rear bumpers, as well as the color-matched mirror caps. But the cool thing with the Tremor is that they've incorporated this almost bronze kind of orange color with a little bit of gold thrown into there. It's got some flake in all this trim, but you can see down below we have two tow hooks in the front and two tow hooks in the rear. Those are all completely matched to this color. Now what's nice about the F-150 Tremor is that you do see the entire body match color thrown throughout the truck, and for me personally, I think it gives it a very aggressive and almost a clean look for what's called kind of a baby Raptor. On the side, we do have Tremor specific side steps which have F-150 embossed into them, as well as the Tremor decals and badging throughout the outside of the vehicle. Pretty much it is a standard F-150 besides all of the color matched items, and then last but not least, the Tremor specific performance hood. So pretty neat to see that up there with the vents on both sides. One of the things that Ford tried to accomplish with the Tremor package was to make it off-road ready. The first way you're gonna see that is in the charcoal 18-inch performance wheels with a 33-inch General Grabber ATX tire. Now those wheels do have an inch extra of back spacing, so they are stuck out a little bit further to help give you a little bit wider tracking point and make it a little bit easier when you're off-roading. It gives it a wider stance and the ability to interact with a lot more off-road trails. Now another thing that they've done with the drivetrain, this has the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, which makes 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. Cool thing with that is it is a twin turbo and twin intercooled engine with a 10-speed transmission to back it up that has all of those performance modes that you can turn into to really dial in this truck. Now the other cool thing with this is they do have Tremor specific components on the suspension. So the front knuckles and the front upper control arms are Tremor specific, and if I had to imagine, they're really reinforced to help dampen and absorb a lot more of that abuse when you're out on the trail. On the front, you're gonna get a monotube Tremor shock, and then in the rear, you're gonna get a twin tube Tremor shock too. So with that, you're gonna get a lot more absorbing and a lot more dampening at low speeds. I read that right on the Ford site. The Raptor is more high speed. I feel the Tremor would probably be a better low speed crawler. What's nice is you're still gonna have the locking rear differential factory, but then you can upgrade the front differential to a Torsen, which is gonna lock that up too. Very clean setup here. Overall, the only thing I don't like about it right now is the rake, but you can easily fix that with a front leveling kit. So moving on to the back, you are gonna see the Tremor logo thrown throughout the vehicle, and I really do like that color. I gotta be honest with you, I'm a huge bronze and gold fan, so seeing that thrown throughout the vehicle does look really clean, especially in the F-150, kind of gone into where those indentations are made from the factory. Now on this one, this does have the 360-degree camera, which is optional. It has your parking sensors, and then you can see it did color match the rear bumper, which when I do this, I really do like it. Based upon all the black that ties into it, really gives it a nice two-tone color there. But what's also unique about this is you do have the dual rear tow hooks, which you have standard on a Raptor. It's also standard on a Tremor. But then with this one, you have a dual exit exhaust with the black tip. So a very clean look. We can pop the bed with the electronic release there. So this one does have the remote open and the remote close. And we just have a drop-in bed liner in here, but you can also option it with a spray-in liner. Overall, the bed and everything you can option here, it's pretty similar, with the only caveat being you have to get the Super Crew, and you also can only get the 5.5 foot bed with the Tremor package. So pretty clean on the back, and overall just a nice flow and a nice wraparound for this package. So on the interior of the F-150 Tremor package, there are going to be things that are unique to this specific package. Now a couple of those are the bronze/gold interior trim pieces that you have throughout. Now I can see right away on the steering wheel you have the stitching on the door panels, on the dash pad, and then on the side you do have a unique color match little section with the American flag. You've got it on the floor mats and then specifically on the seats with the Tremor logo embossed. Now in this one we did choose the optional leather bucket seats, so that is an option on here. Standard will just come with cloth, but you still will have that Tremor logo on there. When you're building one of these out, you can basically option it up pretty well on the inside like you would any other F-150. So we've got the moonroof, upfitter switches, the larger Sync 4 screen here, as well as the heated and cooled seats. You really can load these things up like you would a regular F-150. But today we're talking specific Tremor, and the biggest thing that you're gonna see throughout this, if you're a fan of the gold orange kind kind of bronze look. It is going to be all the way through the entire vehicle. So on this one, we do have the power shift selector, and then we've got the work table. So I do really like this too. If you're a Ford fan and F-150 guy, optioning this on for a couple $100, definitely a good value there. But overall, a lot of the stitching thrown throughout, it's a good contrast and a good tie-in to the outside while not making it overbearing. I will say if you sit in one of these trucks, you will see it kind of subtly as you look around. But overall, it's very subtle on the exterior too, so flowing that right in. Ford made it subtle, but still noticeable that it is a Tremor. All right guys, now this has been a lot of fun for me to check out one of these F-150 Tremors. If you guys have been in the car market right now, it's kind of few and far between that we get to see these cool and unique models before they're in and out and into someone else's driveway. But to be able to check this one out in person, see everything that it has to offer is really fun for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it at home. Now we believe that the order banks are going to be opening soon for the F-150, but we don't want to let you guys miss your chance to order one of these. We'll have more information in the description of this video to make sure that you can go on, shoot me an email, and then get added to an interest list to make sure as soon as these drop, you're able to get an order at a great price right here in PA. Now I'm Matt from Susquehanna Automotive, and I'll catch you on the next one.